Hello everyone and welcome to the second episode of this series. We have upgraded the list and made it into a document, and here is the link for the YouTube, here is the link for the Discord, and I have made different tiers that we're gonna go through. We're gonna start with basic, which will be this much. This will be basically the URP, which was supposed to be the second episode, will be in the extra. We can go through this at any time, and if you guys want, you can just ask in the comments or join the Discord server, and we can talk there. Also, yeah, we're gonna go through C sharp in this chapter. We're gonna go through animation, and that will be all. Also, in the future, we're gonna go through more stuff like Blender, Discord, shader graph, also Photon, Playfab, and combining them together. And then as well go through, yeah, we already went through this, but also more things for mod.io and the extra, and also how to make pause menu, settings, first person view, third person view. That will be probably after we finish the advanced one or the professional one, or anytime you guys want. And also, if you go to the website to this tag, you can just click on it and it will give you the website for the episode. So yeah, today we're gonna learn how to use the inspector and what are components. So basically, when we want to create like an object, we go here. This is here, see? It means every object that is in the scene. So first, what is a scene? If we go here, we have scenes. So basically, when we want to have different levels, we will make a new scene, and in the future I'm going to show how to add it to the building list. Basically, you can choose what scenes go into the building, so that then the players, like, you can limit, like, for example, let's say you make 50 scenes, only 50 levels, but you want that version that you made to only hold 5 of them, so you just list 5 of them. So let's put a 3D object. Let it be a cube. So you right click and you go 3D object and a cube. Okay. So you double click it and it will go. It will make you go here. Also, you have a grid if you notice it. If you want to disable it, you click here. I will disable it for now. And also, if you click on this one, also change the settings. You can make the object basically snap like this. See? That is honestly, I use it when I want to make builds that are perfect, basically. So yeah, we're gonna use it for now. So let's say I put the cube right here. It should be able, the camera should be able to see it. If you see right here, you can see the lines that the camera will point towards. So yeah, this is how you see it. You press on this button, which will be called the gizmo. Basically, things that you wouldn't see in game, but you see in the editor, because this is quite advanced. So we put it somewhere so that the camera will see it. Now, if we go, okay, I don't know if it will see it. Let's put it a little bit up, like this. So yeah, how I move it, I don't move it one by one, but there is like, you see these cubes right here, it's like a plane. So yeah, if you hold it, you can move it like this on both sides at the same time. So yeah, you do see it in the game view. And yeah, components are, do you see this window right here? It's called inspector. You have, this is like a tag that shows, you see this thing? If you go here and you can make it a little bit bigger if you want, or make it fade if you're very far away. Wait, I don't think this works. I think this has to be disabled. Yeah, it does. Okay, so yeah, this is basically a tag that will show only in the scene view, so that you can see it from, if it's very important thing. You can always disable it, add your own textures, but for now we're just gonna have nothing on it. Well, and here there's a tag, no, toggle that's called if the object is enabled or not. You can have disabled objects, yeah, of course, and you can enable them at any time with C sharp. and here is the name. You can also change it with C# as well. Let's name it ground for now. And you also have a toggle here that will be called static, and there's like different things. For now we're not gonna go through it, but basically it will allow the when you build the game or when you make lighting, only bake lighting, it allows the lighting engine to know that the object will not move at all. So if you have animations or physics, then yeah, you shouldn't have this on. You also have tags, which for now we only have the basic ones, the default. So you can use tags to compare when you have, like, for example, like a collision. You can detect if you hit the obstacle, the ground, or anything else. And layer is basically the same, but for rendering. So you can, like, there is a function called raycasting. It means and we're gonna cover it actually right here in the next tutorial series. I mean, in the next episodes, we're gonna cover it. It's basically shooting rays, basically a line. So you can make it ignore the object, so it goes through it. So this is a component. You cannot delete it. It's a transform, which means the position in the world space. This is a mesh filter. You can delete it, but it basically means the geometry of the object. And you also have mesh renderer and the box collider. What is mesh renderer? Is basically, it's how do I say, like, it's linked to the mesh filter. We have here material. If you see, it says lit, which is basically the default material. If you want to make a material, you right click right here in the project. You press create and material. Let's name it the color for now. So once you have made the material, it's not assigned. You see, it still says lit. So you have to either drag it like this, or you drag it like this. So once we're done, you can go into the color, and you can change the color of the object very easily. You see, it updates in real time. And also there is more things, like you can see the squares. This means maps. You can have a map for color, you can have a map for metallic, normal, and all of that, and we're gonna cover that in the future. So for now, I'm just gonna tell you, metallic is basically how metallic the object is. Smoothness means how it will react to light. You can see right here, look very closely. This is like a preview, and you can make it, you can delete it, or you can, yeah, it's a preview. And yeah, for now we're gonna keep it like this. So as ground, yeah, I think we'll make it a green color, because that's what grass means. So if we want to make this thing bigger, we can either use the transform and manually do it like this, or we can go on to this select tool right here. It looks like it's called scale tool, and we can go like this. Yeah, we have this thing open, so we're gonna disable it for now. So we can do like this and like this. The red one, yes. So now that we have, I think we're gonna go and do it like smoothness, something like this. Yeah, that looks fine for me. Oh, accident. Okay, so we're gonna make a new 3D object, another cube. We're gonna place it at 0. Let's do -10. No, wait. Let's do it at 0, yeah? So it's in front and it's above the ground. And we're gonna place this at 2. So now we're gonna add a component. You see, box collider means so that in physics it will collide with the object. Like, let's say we add rigid body. You search like this. You have a search bar. You can go through this, but it will be easier if you just remember the names of the components, because you will use it a lot. So rigid body is basically the physics itself. You can have gravity, which by default is -9.81, which is like in real life. So once you enable it, you can go in game scene and press play. Yeah, you can see the cube fall. Very nice. And you can also in real time while it's still playing, just don't forget to close it, because if you make any changes, let's say we move the object, yeah, and also it will fall while we're moving it. If you work while the game is still playing, you can't save it. I mean, you could just Control C, which means copy, and then go out, delete everything, and then do Control V. But just be aware, because if you accidentally leave while you're working in play mode for some reason, yeah, you cannot back up that. So yeah, what does the collider do? If I disable the collider, it will go through. The collider, it will go through. Is trigger. What is trigger? It's basically the same as having this off, but it's on at the same time. So we can use C sharp to know when something goes through an object. See, it still falls through because it basically can't collide, but it's still on, so it still provides all the events needed. So this is the basics you should know on how to use the inspector. You can have different things, like let's say light. You see the light right here. Also, don't edit like me, because you're gonna lose everything once you go off. So you have a light, you can change the color of it. You see the color? I don't know, it's very small, so let's do like 50, and the range is 100. The range basically means how far it will go, and power, I mean intensity, means how powerful the light is. So you can see the light, right now it's there is a directional light, and we can disable that. And you still can see that there is still more light. So if you go leave, you see it didn't save. So if you go here, you go window, it should be somewhere, I think, in rendering. Yeah, lighting. Let's drag it here. This is the best place to put it, I think. And you can still disable like the lighting from the skybox itself. It's called intensity multiplier in the environmental lighting, and you still have lighting. How do you disable this one? You go into the environmental reflections and disable this. Now it's pure black. Something we should do from the start is go here and generate the lighting. You will see that a new folder will be created right here with the same name as the scene. You do not change the name of the folder because you will lose the properties and you will have to generate again. But basically this is the lighting data, because in the directional light we use real time. So you see the shadows. If we move this object, the shadow will move with it. But if it were to be baked, then the shadows will not move, because this will have to be static. So yeah, I think this is all you should learn for the basics of Inspector. Um, yeah, we're gonna go through C sharp in the next episodes. I hope to get better at explaining, because it is my first time doing videos like this. So yeah, it can only get better. And good luck with your project. Bye bye.